Video is easy.
The challenge is the audio.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to show you a new wireless audio system that's not only simple to use, it delivers great results, and even better, it's affordable. That starts right now on the Gadget Guru. Regular viewers of this channel already know this is Siren Williams. I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and today we're doing a review while using Saramonic's new Blink 500 2.4 gigahertz wireless audio system. Let me point out right up front, we are in a living room. We're not in a sound studio. The acoustics are not good, but it's a good way to check out how forgiving microphones are. And so far, well, you're listening to it right now. For a single channel mic, meaning one person, one transmitter, one receiver, is $190. A two-person system like we're using right now is only $250. In our intro, we said that video is easy. We shoot multi-cam, productions, but audio is difficult. What do you mean?
Well, if we're sitting here doing an interview, just the two of us together like this, we check the audio on the camera before with the headphones, and we know if something's not plugged in or something like this. But once we sit down and start recording, we don't know if there's interference or if there's something else going on while we're recording. And sometimes it's too late when we go back and we check the video and we see that maybe something didn't work.
And let me point out, Sarah and I have just dozens of video productions. Many of them have been on a moving bus, which poses another problem because cables can come loose in the middle.
It's true.
No matter how safe we are on that, a lot of times we do sit-down interviews with industry leaders, and they could be in a trade show, and interference that you might not be experiencing up front, you could have later. You are involved in all of our setups. You know what it takes when we're using, different body packs and transmitters for multiple people. What did you think about the setup for the Saramonic?
I think that this is extremely simple. I mean, for anyone who doesn't want to learn all of the stuff that I don't even know, this is simple. Anybody could use this.
You mean no frequency scanning?
Yeah, all of that.
And again, that's the stuff. Lots of times people don't do that, even though they might have sophisticated microphones. When you're in a hurry, you're thinking about so many things, your camera placement, your lighting, your white balance. On 2.4 gigahertz, you don't have to do that. Now, granted, always, try to check your audio. And everything does have limitations. The limitations on 2.4 gigahertz, there's only a certain amount of units that can be used in a proximity. However, when there is interference, these things automatically channel jump. It's used on a similar frequency of Wi-Fi, and while you might not get the range of units that cost 3, 4, 5 times, you're getting easy setup and you're getting pretty good quality.
And what is the range on these? Is it anything like what we've been using?
Using an example, the Sennheiser EW series, that's been our go-to. These things, it's about $600 per person. If there's two of us using it, $1,200.
Right.
This one is a fraction of the price. That you can go much further. You can turn your back, you can go around corners. This on 2.4 gigahertz. Now, I've seen some demos of people using this exact same mic system. They'll walk room to room and they'll get through a few rooms. I was not able to get that. I was able to get around a corner and a few feet. Basically, this unit wants to see the unit that's mounted on the camera. But as soon as it gets out of sight, well, you might get another 20, 25 feet or so. It can drop channels. But in terms of interference, it does channel hop pretty quickly. Now, let me show you something else about this. I gave you the price for a two-person unit here, $250. Now, that includes the lavalier microphone. Now, we're both wearing these. I'm going to set this down. Let's pop these up, because it also includes a built-in microphone. Let's unplug our mics. You're going to hear a little pop for a minute. And now we are on this. Go in and clip this on. And you want to talk about a run and gun situation. I know you have yours with the light up. I have it down. They're still going to work either way. You have that clipped on. What do you think about the size, weight, or whatever?
I think it's really lightweight. It's non-intrusive. I mean, you can see it here, but It is what it is.
You know, I came from, 30 years of TV, network television, and it's funny, a lot of people today, they want to conceal mics. Now, there are reasons to conceal if you're in a windy area, to have it under your shirt, things like that. But in network television, while we wanted to conceal our wires, so you didn't trip on them and just didn't look trashy, you always saw the microphones. It's like we're broadcasting, we're using microphones. Okay, let's go in and plug this back in. While we're plugging in, I tell you a feature I would like to see. Okay, I'm going to use this as an example. Many times that, we'll just do a one microphone interview, typically at trade shows, where you're using this to interview back and forth. Now, this is a Sennheiser mic. I can put a wireless module on this, or I can use just an XLR cable. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody, give you a hint, Saramonic, maybe you can do this, come up with a dummy style microphone that you can slide this in, and then that way you're essentially doing that, but for a one camera system with a dummy handheld, you could pop it in. I just think it would be a very, very cool product.
I've never heard of Saramonic, and we've been working with camera equipment for a long time. Who is Saramonic?
I'll be honest with you, I've seen their name kind of pop up, and I've never used their products until now. I noticed that they are low price. They're a fraction of the price of everything else. I just thought they were some import company. But I got to tell you, I think it's a name to watch for a couple reasons. When I ordered this system, I ordered from B&H. I don't get stuff free. Nobody is paying me to say anything. About the day it arrived, I got an email from the manufacturer and say, hey, don't open your box yet. There's a problem with the initial unit's microphone, with the lavalier. Please confirm your address. We're going to send you another one. You don't have to send the old mic back, but don't use it with this. That spoke very highly of them, and I appreciate it. Now, let me show you one other product from Saramonic that absolutely blew me away. See this? It might be hard to see on camera. This is their Blink 500 DI. It's a receiver. Now, this one is Lightning. They also make them in USB-C. These are brand new, just starting to hit the market. I'm understanding I have one of the first ones. Here's what this is. Instead of having a receiver that mounts on a camera, even though their receiver from the units we're using right now do come with the TRRS cord or the standard mini jack cord that with an adapter you can use, this one plugs right into your phone. This way you can get a kit with either one or two microphones. You now have taken cell phone video to the next level. Because now, I don't care where you are, you could be shooting an interview, because let's face it, the lenses on these cameras and processors are just through the roof. And sometimes the best camera you can use is the one that's in your pocket. This thing is tiny. You combine this with these tiny receivers, you can have a two-person interview studio in your pocket. Now let me go and give you the price, and then we're going to do a demo of this. For a two-person kit, either on Lightning or USB-C, it's $279. I don't like nine, so we'll call it $280, $220 for just the one-person kit. Now, let's say you have this first kit, the one that we showed you with this and the one that goes on the camera, and you want to add this on. It's $140, and they make this, like for example, when we got the kit, the one that we're using right now on the Lumix, it's prepared. It's basically, mine already came charged, but you charge them up. It uses USB connections for charging. I've heard anywhere between 4 and 6 hours on battery life, which is great for something like this. When you get these, let's say you get that first kit, which is this one right here, and then you see this, I want this too. You don't necessarily have to buy a whole kit. You can just buy this one unit and pair it to the mic. So it's very cool. So I tell you what, I've been doing a lot of talking. I'm going to give you a minute to talk in a minute. We're going to go from being on the GH5S to an iPhone using the Saramonic wireless system. Okay, we're now rolling on an iPhone 10. We have the Saramonic Blink 500 connected to it. This unit is absolutely blowing me away. Again, we're using the Lightning one. It's available in USB-C. You can add this on if you already have the system for $140. A one-person kit is $220. A two-person kit, $280. $179. What I like about it, you could be anywhere. You could be going to Disney World. You have your phone in your pocket or purse. You have that little device. These microphones are just so tiny that you could literally have them in your pocket. It's a portable studio to go. Okay, Siren, what do you think about the Saramonic Blink system?
I think for a lot of people, this system is great. It's simple, it's affordable, and for most people, it's everything that you need.
I'm very hesitant about recommending products, but I have to tell you, it's easy to use. It is inexpensive. It truly is. You're getting every cable you need. It's including the microphones. Bang for the buck. I'm putting a buy on it. The company seems reputable. I told you what they did about the microphones on the front end. They have a long guarantee on it. I want to say it's 1 year. Don't quote me on that. It just seems like they're doing everything right. What's
the downside?
Okay. The downside is on other 2-channel mics that we've used, such as the Azden or even the Sony, which are much, much more expensive. Mm-hmm. In post-production, each channel, like let's say right now you and I are talking, you'll be on one channel, I'll be on the other. I typically speak louder than you, and I'm able to adjust the volume. And this is probably what allowed them to keep the price so low. They're not separated into separate channels. It's only going into one channel. However, for the majority of people who are using these things, we're going to buy something, and again, I have to look at it to remind me of the price again. We're going to get like this Lightning USB-C kit for either a single $219, call it $220, mm-hmm. or the 2-person kit for $280. They're probably not doing heavy production on it.
Right.
As you can see, I like this microphone system. Sarah, from your point of view, what's your final verdict?
I think it's a lot of bang for the buck. It's really simple to set up, and I think it would work perfect for a lot of people who don't want all of the equipment.
And you said it correctly. Bang for the buck, good sound quality, low dollar. I hadn't found anything out there that'd beat it for the price. It is absolutely wonderful, highly recommended. Remember, every time I do a video, I do a companion blog post on GadgetGuru.com. That's where I put a lot of things we probably forgot to put in the video. The easiest way to keep posted to my news stories and videos is simply like us on Facebook at facebook.com/thegadgetguru. If you want to follow Siren, she's on Instagram at Siren Williams. Finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all that stuff right here on YouTube. Oh, one last thing. If you like this video, you're going to like this one. And if you like that one, you're going to like one of these. For Siren Williams, I'm the Gadget Guru, Indy Park.